Good morning. I'm going to risk a copyright. I guess you couldn't strike me for it, but you could make a copyright claim. But I'm going to risk a copyright claim from the frog. I'm going to play 3 seconds out of this video. And I, of course, will link this video in the description so Frog can get more views. You're welcome. This is Eric Brandt. I know it's hard to tell in the negative, but this is Eric Brandt, and we're going to go ahead and listen to see if he makes a threat.
We're gonna kill every fucking cop in Rockwall County!
That sounds to me like a threat. He may be guilty of 18 USC 785C. Whoever transmits in interstate or foreign commerce any communication containing any threat to kidnap any person or any threats to injure the person of another shall be fined under this title or imprisoned for not more than 5 years or both. Before anybody gets all jumpy and says, well, he did it over the internet is interstate or foreign commerce, just like phones are interstate and foreign commerce. I mean, there's the internet is regulated by the federal government because it is a means or modality of interstate commerce. So congratulations, it is. So did he make a threat to injure the person of another? Well, killing someone is definitely an injury to their person. And so let's look at this. Eric is in the 10th Judicial or the 10th Circuit Court of Appeals for Colorado. It also includes Oklahoma. This is from Oklahoma, but it will apply to Eric in Colorado. In this particular case, this is US v. Stevens. It's from 2017. Stevens is appealing. He pled guilty to interstate communications. He actually pled guilty to this, but that was only after he filed a motion to dismiss, saying that it violated his First Amendment right to free speech. This is the exact same argument that all the knuckle draggers are going to make. Even after I've made this video explaining it, they will state in my comment section that this would violate, that arresting Eric for this particular video would violate his First Amendment. That's how stupid these people are. But go ahead, say it down in the comments and just enjoy the show. So what this guy did is he sent 10 messages to the Tulsa Police Department, Internal Affairs Division, through their website. And it was in response to an officer shooting Terrence Crutchner. This example is the psychotic pile of shit who murdered the unarmed civilian who broke down is going to be executed, as are all psychotic shitbags you and other PDs hire across this nation who murder unarmed civilians. They are all going to be killed. Believe it or not, that is a threat. Now, he doesn't say, I am going to do it, but that is a threat. Again, courts aren't stupid. They understand when someone is making a threat. The Tulsa Police Department chief is going to be killed. He must be and is going to be killed. That is, again, a threat. The last words your child will hear are the same words that will be burned into his or her corpse. Your parent decided a $100 kickback for fucking an innocent civilian was worth more than you. Again, that is a threat. Unless the prosecutor and judge deny bail, they too will be executed. Do the right thing or die. There are no other choices. Again, threat. So he pleaded guilty to counts 1, 2, 3, 9, and 10 of the indictment. So he pleaded guilty to 5 of the 10. That's reasonable. He pled guilty to half of them. That saves the government the problem of having to try him on all 10 of them. But there you go. So this case is the appeal. So he pled guilty to these 5, reserving the right to appeal the court's order denying his motion to dismiss the indictment. So what the concern is whether or not what the defendant said was outside of the First Amendment's protection. If it's a threat outside the First Amendment's protection, it would be considered a true threat. A true threat is a statement where the speaker means to communicate a serious expression of an intent to commit an act of unlawful violence to a particular individual or group of individuals. So the question of intent is going to come up. Did Eric Brandt intend to communicate a serious expression of an intent to commit an act of unlawful violence to a particular group or individual or group of individuals? Yeah, he's not stupid. He knows what he's saying. He said, we, meaning himself and others, are going to kill these police officers. That is a serious expression of an intent. Now you're going to say, well, he didn't actually mean that he was going to do it. It was a figure of speech, as it were. When distinguishing between true threats and credible speech, courts ask whether those who hear or read the threat reasonably consider that an actual threat has been made. The speaker need not actually intend to carry out the threat. Rather, a prohibition on true threats protects individuals from the fear of violence and the disruption that fear engenders. So it doesn't matter if Eric intends to carry it out. What matters is, would a listener believe that it is an actual threat? We are going to kill you, especially in his hyper-agitated state. Let's read this or listen to this again. Please forgive me, Frog, for using your video twice.
We're gonna kill every fucking cop in Rockwall County.
That seems pretty serious, and I don't know about you, but if somebody was saying that about me and my family, I would take appropriate measures. I would contact the police. I would let them know that a statement like that had been made, etc. Now, another thing that people are going to say, well, it's conditional, right? Do the right thing, deny bail, or die. Well, that's conditional, right? No, it's not conditional, because he is telling them he's basically trying to affect the outcome to unlawfully affect the outcome of a trial with his threat. So that isn't going to work. That's obviously not conditional, and this is obviously not conditional, and this is obviously not conditional. So, long story short, the FBI would have a very good case against Eric Brandt should they decide to pursue it. And I would bet you a shiny new U.S. nickel that the FBI is in fact monitoring Eric Brandt at this point. He has come a long way from standing on a street corner holding a sign that says "fuck the police" and screaming swear words and vulgarity at police officers. This is serious steps beyond that original position. So just because cops fucked up and used to arrest him over shouting "fuck the police," now they're arresting him for actual crimes, for unprotected speech. And if they arrest him for this, it will be, in my opinion, a good arrest. Not for Eric, not good, I mean as in beneficial for Eric, but it will be legal. It will be supported by probable cause. I mean, it would be a valid, lawful arrest, in my opinion. Thank you for watching, and have a great morning.